Welcome back to this episode of building a Grandmaster level framework. Today, as promised, we're gonna do the enemy sniper counter. So I've got a tags sheet over here, and we're gonna add enemy sniper aiming. We're gonna have enemy bases concerning ourselves with enemy aiming, and ally bases concerning ourselves with ally aiming, to make things a little more obvious without using the sheet. And we're gonna use private tags this time because only the bot that is being attacked by the enemy sniper can really make use out of that information. So I believe it's best to use private tags. Might be that you find some use case for using public tags for this as well. It depends. So that's enough for that. Let's hop over to the game. And here I just wanted to fix a quick mistake I made doing the ally sniper counter. I want to remove this out of range check here, because there might be some circumstances where we do actually fire out of range with our sniper, and our bot shouldn't stop counting at that point, so just count whenever attacking. So that's that, and now to the enemy sniper. It's gonna look almost exactly the same. There it is. So as you see, we're using private tags for the counting on enemy bases. We'll still perform the same reset action. Only thing changed is these two nodes, basically, which should be self-evident. So as you see, all this timer magic, you only have to concern yourself once with it, and after that you just use whatever you have and copy it to different use cases. So even though timers might be complicated at first, it's only one time you have to rack your brain around them, and after that they just sit there and do their work. So yeah, I added this module in our counters over here, and that is gonna do the counting for us. So now I want to do some tests to see how all of this works. For that, I went into sandbox mode, and I've written a small test AI here, and we're gonna see if this our bot over here is gonna be able to retreat in time to avoid taking health damage. So to do that, sadly in sandbox there's only one base of each team, so we can't use two base setup. Luckily, all we need is bases that are not tagged E, so that is why over in my module I disconnected the setup, and I've added those two nodes here to make sure that we only see what is happening and not bother the enemy. So we're just gonna walk into range, and enemy is gonna start attacking us, and we're not doing anything. So some circumstances you would want to run here. In some circumstances you don't. I'm gonna limit it to running away when shields are low for now. This series is more about the framework around and not so much the implementation of different strategies. So everything you see concerning, like, if enemy does that, then that, implementation can move around, change around. This is about framework. So inside of retreat, what do we do? Enemy is shooting at us. I've added this in. Let's have a look at this. So as the enemy sniper is attacking us, if I am assault, in this case I'm only gonna check if run away if shields are low, and then we're gonna check the counter. In here what I'm gonna put is if tag 3 or 4 set. We're gonna be doing the running away, the same we did in last episode with the low shields. So let's see how that works out, right? We're gonna take one shot because our shields are still full, and on the next shot we run away. And even more so, we don't run away straight away. We actually wait for the sniper to charge up a little bit of a shot. So in result, we don't get pushed as heavily as we would have if we just ran away from any sniper shooting at us. So that is working, but let's say enemy is a little cheeky and he keeps aiming at us even though we're out of range. So this is the enemy AI, and it's gonna keep aiming. Right. It's the same thing as before. We take a shot, we start running away, but now enemy keeps aiming, and we're doing this awkward dancing around here. And that is something you definitely want to avoid, because as you see, you're taking all of the damage, even though you're trying to be smart and run away. So, what I suggest you do is you add in this little bit here. At the end of your retreat module, you're gonna run away from enemies in range attacking you, and if those don't exist, but still we decide, hey, it might be clever to still run away because sniper is still shooting at us, then we're gonna check for this, right? So there's someone attacking us out of range, and first we could just so what we want to accomplish is don't move back into range, right? So whatever action you do here doesn't matter. So what I do is if there is some other enemy that is not attacking us and in range, I'm gonna attack that. And if that doesn't exist, I don't move back into range if my shields are low, so I'm just idling. And this is gonna work wonders, as you can see. That's it. Bot doesn't move around. It dodges the shot that it wants to dodge, and it moves back into range once the sniper is done. Now, there's one more thing we can optimize here, and that is if you watch closely, then you'll see the sniper is charging a shot, and once it shoots, our bot is still going to stand around for 2 additional ticks, as you just saw. He could have moved in a little earlier. The reason for that is the tricky business we did with our ally sniper, which is not necessary for counting enemy snipers. So we need to change that to just counting the normal way, 0 to 11, and then resetting to 0. So over here, just remove this 2. So we're counting to 11, and then on the 12th tick, we remove 12, reset back to 0. And now, once the shot is done, we can safely move back into range. There we go. As you just saw, we were in range of the sniper when the shot was passing us by, but if the shot hits you in a knot, it actually gets evaluated at the time that the shot is taking. So over here. This is why we didn't take a shot here. So, as we saw, our retreat is working. I want to add in some other conditions over here for our sniper in our team. So most of the time retreat is going to be highly special to the bot class, so you're going to have a lot of checks for bot classes. So in case of sniper, usually our sniper is going to be further back, not as close to the enemy, so it's okay to retreat a little later. We also check for weak health here, but we do one more check, and that is if we're about to take a shot, if we're not about to take a shot, then we also run away quickly. So even though our shields are full, we want to avoid getting hit by the enemy sniper. However, if our bot is about to take a shot, then we don't run away. So connect that up. And now let's go to campaign chapter we were playing last episode and see how that our little additions here influence our game. Oh yeah, forgot to add in some actual attacking. So this we don't need anymore, and get the setup back. Alright, as you can see, we're crushing the enemy. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do next time. If you have suggestions, let me know. I'll hope to see you then.